I know where you're talking.
Connor Street and State Farm Road. Yeah, that cuts through, yeah.
Is it Route 18?
No, it's the one that cuts through the complex, that cuts through where there's a fire department there and everything else. I was on the easement of that road, and I was just threatened with arrest by troopers from this.
The facility called and said
troop.
that you were banging on their windows and out their windows and stuff.
Banging on what windows?
I'm taking pictures of like the different license plates and stuff.
So, taking personal license plates and government tags, or?
Well, I don't know what's the difference between personal and government. Some of them say
one doesn't.
Well, one of them over here says law enforcement on it, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
Are you from Mississippi or?
Oh, I'm not from the area. No, I'm not making a disturbance.
You gotta leave.
Look. These are the rules and regulations governing the postal search. This is the rules. He doesn't have a mask on.
Okay, he's got his COVID shot.
The focus here isn't the camera. It's the moment authority drifts from enforcement into assumption. When a citizen stands in a publicly accessible area, filming peacefully, the question stops being, "What are you doing?" and becomes, who actually has the legal power to order whom? The line begins to blur early. Commands without cited statutes, vague claims of authorization, and threats of trespass issued by officers who cannot clearly define the legal boundary themselves. Meanwhile, the citizen's conduct remains consistent, calm, stationary, questioning the legal basis, and continuing to record a lawful act in a public space. This is not a story of defiance. It is a quiet standoff between constitutionally protected rights and state power leaning on habit instead of law. So the real question is this: if officers openly acknowledge the First Amendment, why does the order still stand? And when no law has been broken, what comes next?
We get it, it's your right to film, it's your First Amendment right, but you're going to be trespassed here, okay?
What are you doing? I'm a DLC patrol officer. What are you doing? My name?
Yeah.
I don't have to give you my name.
Why wouldn't you give me your name?
I don't have to give you my name.
Okay, so then you can go.
That's what the table is. The sign's everywhere that tells you can't do that.
You said they're everywhere. I don't see them anywhere.
Are you refusing to leave state property? We're just asking you to leave state property. We can escort you off state property.
They want you trespassed here, okay? You want to give us your ID? I'm asking you very politely. I don't want to make this anything that it doesn't have to be.
If I do not leave this public premises, you will arrest me.
Yes.
I'm not going to agree with anything with you.
There's no need to be disrespectful.
Sir, listen to me.
No. You listen to me. Calm down.
No, I won't listen to you.
Hey, what's up, guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today, we're at the Old Colony Correctional Center here in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. We're here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. What's up? What's up?
You work here?
Do I work here? No, I don't work here. Who are you?
What are you doing?
Who are you?
I'm a DLC patrol officer. What are you doing?
Nothing, walking.
Okay. You're not videotaping.
What are you doing?
Just talking to you.
Okay.
Are you good? Are you all set?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm perfectly fine.
Where's your vehicle? Is it?
You stopped here.
Yeah, no, I just want to make sure you're all right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Good?
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
I don't have to give you my name.
What? Why wouldn't you give me your name?
Is your vehicle here?
Why wouldn't you give me your name?
Is your vehicle here?
I'm asking you a question.
And I'm asking you a question. Is
Right,
your
but I
vehicle here?
asked you first, right? I'm just asking, what's your name? I mean, you're an armed individual who's stopping me on the side of a street, so I would like to know your name.
Yeah. I don't have to give you my name.
Okay, so then you could go. Okay, so then you can go.
Right. But are you all set? Do you have
You can go.
here?
You can go. I mean, if it's not the law to give me your name, I think it's just common professionalism. When speaking with a member of the public and pulling over on the side of the road to speak to them, I think it would be common courtesy. And
Do you have an ID on you?
do I have an ID on me? I do. Yeah, I do.
But are you walking out?
Well, I'm just walking. It's a nice day. It's a little cold, but it's nice. All right. Do you have an ID on you or anything?
Carry on.
You sure you don't want to give me your name? I wonder who I spoke to.
I'm positive.
I'm sorry?
I'm positive.
You're positive?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have like a badge number or something, or?
Yeah.
But do you think that your superior would be like okay with you just completely being
You can file the complaint.
uncooperative with a member of the public just asking for your name?
Yeah, no, you have the right to file for your, file the complaint. See how it goes.
Well, how do I know who to file a complaint against?
I'm the only one out here.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Got yourself?
Yeah, no problem. All right, well, we're pretty much done with these individuals, unknown, unprofessional individuals who don't want to identify themselves to members of the public, but yet you stop a member of the public on public property, asking all kinds of questions, asking for ID. The double standard is absolutely insane. When are they going to realize that they work for we the people? That's the part that I don't get. Again? Hey man, be careful. Be careful where you're driving, alright? You came pretty close to hitting me with your vehicle, sir. Did you hear me? Please be careful how you're driving. Are you a law enforcement officer?
I'm a corrections officer.
You're a corrections officer?
Yes, sir.
Still don't want to give me your name?
You know, you're not supposed to be videotaping.
I can't record the
facility.
The facility?
No, you're not supposed to be taping the facility.
Really?
Yes, sir. The signs everywhere that tells you can't do that.
Where are the signs? You said they're everywhere. I don't see them anywhere. If they were everywhere, I would see one, right?
Are you still walking out, or
I don't see any.
you still
No,
walking out?
I'm just walking. I mean, you just, again, you almost hit me with the car, so you're a truck, so, again.
That's your perception. I understand.
I mean, I think it was a little reckless, that's all. I think it was a little reckless.
I'm sure that's your perception. That's good.
I think it's an objective, reasonable perspective. Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, can I request a supervisor or officer unknown? Officer, can I request a supervisor? That was embarrassing. No supervisor. No one telling me their name. I really don't get it. So we have another state official license plate here. Hi, are you a supervisor? Are you a supervisor, sir?
There's a canine in the car. Please step away from the vehicle.
No, it's fine. He's okay.
Can you please step away from the vehicle?
He's okay. Are you a supervisor,
I am
sir?
not a supervisor, sir.
What is your name and badge
I do
number?
not need to give you the name and badge number. I'm not a state, not a local town officer, sir. You are on state property. All right. What is your purpose on state property?
Well, you're not answering any of my questions. Why do I have to answer yours?
Do you have authorization from the Director of Communications to film on state property?
I have authorization from the First Amendment of the United States Constitution.
This is private state property.
Private?
Yes.
Who owns
state
it?
Property. You need authorization from the Director of Communications to film on this property, sir.
Who owns it?
We're going to ask you to leave the property.
Is that a statute?
Okay, sir.
I can't ask questions?
Are you refusing to leave state property? We're just asking you to leave state property. We can escort you off state property.
This is open to the public.
Correct. But you are not authorized to film on here. All right? Without authorization.
Is that a statute?
It's a statute within the Massachusetts Department of Corrections, yes.
Okay. So what is it? So I can look it up.
You can go contact headquarters. And
So
get
are you a law
authorization.
enforcement officer or a correctional officer?
I am a correctional officer.
Okay. So why don't you just call a law enforcement officer?
I'm sorry, sir?
Why don't you call a law enforcement officer then?
I'm a correctional officer here at the Massachusetts Department.
Right, but you're not a law enforcement officer. So if there's a conflict or a misinterpretation of the law, shouldn't we get a law enforcement officer out here to settle it?
Stand by, sir.
Yeah, no problem. There's so many people here, but I don't see a supervisor. I don't get it. Looks like law enforcement is here. Hey guys, how you doing? How are you? How are you today, sir? I'm doing well, sir. Thank you for asking. Would you mind if I got your name and badge number, sir?
Trooper Pina 5532.
Okay, Trooper Pina. Thank you.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Good. I'm Trooper Lamro with State Police
How are
Barracks
you?
Middleborough.
Yeah.
This is Trooper Pina.
Yeah.
They want you trespassed here, okay? We get it. It's your right to film. It's your First Amendment right, but you're going to be trespassed here, okay? Do you want to give us your ID?
Well, isn't this a public road here?
This is a state property, and we're asking you to leave. So I'm going to give
This
Hold on.
road is state property. I just want to be clear.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to clarify, sir.
This is state property, right? I'm asking you very politely. I don't want to make this anything that it doesn't have to be. But you are being trespassed, so you do have to leave.
From this public street.
No, this isn't a public street. This is state property. This whole thing, the fire academy and the prison, is state property, okay?
Right. So without breaking any laws, I can be trespassed from publicly accessible areas
You
of
can be
state
trespassed for
property.
anything, but
Really?
So the public street ends up there on Route 18, okay? This is a state facility. So if you don't leave, I'm sure you know what happens, okay? I don't want to get to that point, but I'm asking you to leave, okay?
All right.
If you want to give us your ID, you can. If you don't, in Massachusetts, you're not required to. It would help me out, but if you don't want to, you don't have to, okay? But
Okay.
I'm
I just want to make it very clear.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to go back and forth with you.
Yeah, yeah.
This is state property that's open to the public to pass through.
So
And it connects to 2 public roads. This is technically a public road too because it's owned by the state.
I'm giving you a lawful order.
I'm not arguing with you.
But
I just want to clarify.
If you have an issue with it, you can always file a complaint against me. My name's Trooper Mitchell
And
Lambert.
what troop are you out of so I can go there and file a complaint?
Troop D.
Troop
It's a
D.
state police
And if I
barracks.
do not leave this public premises, you will arrest me.
Yes, for trespass.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
All right.
That's all I need to know.
My ID number is 4922.
What is it?
4922.
4922? All right. I'll
Did
be
you
heading
drive
over to your
here?
trooper.
That's fine. Did
I'll
you
be-
drive here?
Yeah. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna comply with your
Thank you.
unlawful order under duress, and I will follow a complaint and possibly a federal rights lawsuit. Okay?
I appreciate
And to hold you
it.
accountable.
I appreciate cooperation.
Listen, man, I'm not trying to have you kidnap me in handcuffs.
I don't want to arrest you.
Right?
Okay?
I don't want you to arrest me either. There's a court of law where it could be handled. I'm
Sure.
not. Listen, that's
we can
why.
do it through that process. If that's
Right, and
what
that's
you
what we
want,
will do. Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Take care.
You too.
You know, it's always interesting when a law enforcement officer. I mean, at least he didn't force me to identify myself. But it's interesting. It's so interesting when law enforcement officers want to uphold policy and not the law or the Constitution. We're in 2025. This is a public road here funded by taxpayers. And yet they are removing me from under threat of arrest from the public street. Listen, I've been doing this for 4 years. I've been arrested, unfortunately, unlawfully 12 times. No criminal convictions out of all of those arrests. So I know what I'm doing, and we're going to have to just file a federal civil rights lawsuit against the state police and the correctional facility because that's clearly a public road funded by the taxpayers. Very clearly a public road. It is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to head over right now to speak to supervisor at the troop, get clarification. This is a bad look for the Massachusetts State Police. That's what I'll say. Very bad look. And that's my job, is to expose ignorant law enforcement officers who uphold policies and that do not honor the oath that they took to uphold our constitutional rights and the United States Constitution. Again, at least he didn't go hands-on. He didn't arrest me right away. He didn't force me to identify, but there's going to be accountability here. All right, fellow patriots, as promised, we are at the Massachusetts State Police Troop here in Middleborough. Let's go file our complaint.
How's it going, sir? Trooper Smith?
Hey, Trooper Smith. I would like to speak to a supervisor regarding a complaint, please.
You want to file a complaint?
Yeah, I'd like to speak with a supervisor.
You would like to speak to a supervisor? I can provide you with the SP 340, which is our complaint form. You're more than welcome to fill it out.
All right, but I'm requesting to speak to a supervisor, though. That's my request, not a form.
Okay, thank you for that. Do you want the complaint form?
No, I want to speak to a supervisor, sir.
So you don't want a complaint form, you don't
Well,
want a complaint, you just want to talk to a supervisor?
I can get a complaint form, that's fine, but I also want to speak to a supervisor,
So you
sir.
want the complaint form and you want to talk to a supervisor?
Right, sir, exactly.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
I'm going to get you the complaint form. You can sit down and wait. I'll try to get you supervisor so you can...
Okay, sounds good.
This is our SP 340
I appreciate that, Trooper.
public response form.
Public response form.
Do you need a pen?
Yeah, I'll take a pen. Sure. Thanks.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, how are you, sir? Hi, my name is Sean, sir. I just wanted your supervisor. Just want to clarify.
Yeah, I'm a lieutenant.
Your lieutenant?
Yep.
And your name is
Anthony Fabiano.
Anthony Fabiano.
What can I do for you?
Lieutenant Fabiano, you know, I have a little bit of an issue. That's why I wanted to come here and address it with you guys. I was on a public road outside of the correctional facility here, and I was recording. I'm a constitutional activist. I got some reports about the jail mistreating inmates, so I just went there, walked up and down the public road there, not on the property and on the easement, and they didn't
What do
like
you mean
that.
not on the property?
Well, on the easement, a public easement of the road,
Okay.
of the public road. So some of your troopers came and responded because of the correctional facility had called them, Lambro and Pina. They arrived on scene, and they told me that I would be arrested if I didn't leave the public road immediately because apparently
in their words, I could be trespassed for any given reason from the public road because it's owned by the state.
Okay.
So I'm just looking to get clarification on that situation being
It just depends if you're on their property.
right.
Okay.
But you would agree that a public.
I'm not going to agree with anything with you. Okay. Do you have?
All right, listen. Don't. There's no
Listen,
need to be disrespectful.
sir, listen to me.
Listen. No. You listen to me. Calm down.
No, I
Calm
won't
down.
listen to you because I am speaking
No.
right now, sir.
No. You
Sir,
are
I'm
being
speaking.
disrespectful.
Let
sir.
me tell you what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
If you have a complaint, you can fill out the SP 340 and you can send it in. You can do it online. All right. That's what I'm going to tell you right now.
But
Right?
why does it need to be a complaint? You are a
You
lieutenant.
said you were
How-
going to file a complaint.
Right. But you are a
So,
lieutenant,
if
sir.
you need
And
to
I'm asking you,
I
is that
understand that.
is Conant? You know Conant Street?
I haven't been over there. I know where you're talking.
Conant Street and
The
State Farm
the main
Road. Yeah, that,
Route
that
18?
cuts through. Yeah.
Is it Route 18? or is it-
No. It's the one that cuts through the complex. That
Okay.
cuts through where there's a fire department there and everything else.
Okay.
I was on the easement of that road, and I was just threatened with arrest by troopers
Okay,
from
well,
this
the facility
from
called
this
and said
troop.
that you were banging on their windows and out their windows and stuff.
Banging on what windows? If I'm in the easement,
I wasn't on scene, sir.
I understand.
So can't
I have the
that.
video.
I
Would you
can
like to
go
watch
look-
the video?
I can go look at the video
Right.
when I get a chance, but I can't watch it right now because I'm speaking to you.
Right.
Okay? So if there is a complaint, you can fill this out.
Right.
You can fill it in. You can do it online
Understood.
or anything like
I
that.
understood.
right?
I'd much rather have a productive conversation than file a
So
formal
listen to me,
complaint.
I don't have time to sit here and have a conversation. I'm in charge of the entire shift. If you need police services, we
Right.
can give you police services. If you have a
I would
complaint,
think a constitutional rights violation would be
sir,
a
if you
priority
have a
for you,
complaint-
Lieutenant. Wouldn't that be a priority for you?
listen to me, if you have a complaint,
You're like dismissing it as out of hand and that
I'm
you don't want
not-
to deal
I'm
with
not
it.
dismissing
You are,
it.
and you're being very disrespectful
I
to
will not
me.
be disrespectful. Do you have a problem? Do you need police assistance?
I need assistance, yes, from a
Yeah,
supervisor.
we'll look into it. We'll look
Right.
into that.
I do
I
need
can't do it
assistance.
standing here.
Right.
okay?
So if I go back to that street, am I be arrested?
As long as you're on the main street and you're not in the facility.
what I'm saying. This is very
Where
simple.
it says trespassing, if there's trespassing signs
Right,
out there, then
right.
that's where you're trespassing.
Right. But
Okay.
what I'm telling you is that's what I'm saying. This
I
is
will
not
look into
this is not like a hard situation. It's a public street versus the correctional facility property.
I'll have to look at the video footage because I wasn't there.
All right, but I want you to understand that right now my rights are being chilled because now I'm in fear of if I go back there to exercise my rights,
Stay
I
on-
will be arrested.
Stay on the public road.
So,
Stay on the public road.
so if I stay on the public, which is
As long
State
as
Farm
you're on the
Road, I
public
just want to clear.
road.
State,
I don't know which one's the public road over there. I don't know where the signs are posted. That's not my facility.
but if you're
That is
gonna, but
Bridgewater.
if your troopers are going to, I understand that, sir.
They got-
But what I'm saying, if your troopers are trying to enforce a trespass,
I'll
shouldn't
look into
you?
it.
But shouldn't you know whether the road's public or not?
I will look into it for you. All right? But if you have a complaint, you can fill out the complaint. If not, if there's nothing else we can do for you, we're all set.
So where does this complaint go? To you?
No, it goes to headquarters.
To headquarters? And where's headquarters?
Worcester.
Worcester?
Worcester Road, Framingham.
Worcester Road. Maybe I'll have better luck going there.
You can fill it out online anonymously and
Right.
send it up.
No, it's not. I told you my name is Sean. I'm not trying to be anonymous. I'm trying to get accountability for my rights being violated, sir.
All right? You have a great day, sir.
If this is the way you guys treat the public for a complaint, I mean, it makes a lot of sense what happened here. It makes a lot of sense. Look, they're so busy. You just got people standing around doing nothing. Look at this. Sitting around doing nothing. Standing around doing nothing. Standing around eating some chips. Doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely ridiculous. This is the way they treat members of the public. It's not a complicated complaint, ladies and gentlemen. It's just not. It's a public road. I'm on the easement. Three years ago, I would have taken the ride, and I've been sitting right back here in the back of the troop. I would have gone through court, eventually beat the charges, gotten a high bail like Groton. It's just becoming too taxing, you know, just on mental health alone. Like, these people need to get educated. This is 2025. How many federal lawsuits do I need to file? How many complaints do I need to file to get some accountability here? Even if I take the ride, I don't get accountability. They get away with it every time. It's like Fahey, just like Utter. I would have killed you 20 years ago. You'd be dead. Your teeth would have been missing. It's so, the lack of accountability is extremely concerning for law enforcement throughout this country, whether we're in Massachusetts now, California, Florida, whatever the case may be. It is extremely concerning, the lack of accountability in law enforcement. 2025, law enforcement officers don't know that you could film on a public easement of a public road funded by taxpayers. It is a traditional public forum. I mean, I'm not an attorney, I'm not a law enforcement officer, but these are easy concepts to understand, and the lieutenant wants to try and bully me. I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to tolerate it. Why don't you own up to what your officers did, your troopers did? They violated my rights. Own up to it. Maybe even apologize. Maybe say, Mr. Reyes, we're sorry we violated your rights. We were ignorant of constitutional law of your First Amendment rights. We were completely ignorant. We apologize. You can go back there. No problem. You're not going to have any problems from us. And then they say that I was banging on windows. The correctional facility says I'm banging on their windows and doing all types of craziness. They literally lie, just like Fahey, just like the Connecticut State Police. They lie when everything is on camera for the world to see. They don't want we the people to believe our eyes. They want us to believe their narrative. Their false narrative concocted with lies. It's ridiculous. And I'm not going to tolerate it. We got to file a lawsuit. I would have preferred an apology, and, we'll do better next time, Mr. Reyes. It doesn't have to come to a federal lawsuit every time or a formal complaint that's going to go nowhere because they investigate themselves and find no wrongdoing. Wake up, people. This is law enforcement across our country. This is how they treat the members of the public. This is how they treat taxpayers. They are public servants that work for us, but yet they can never treat us with respect, and they can never respect our rights, which is why I will continue to do what I do. I will continue to promote transparency and accountability in our government. I will continue to peacefully exercise my rights. It's completely mind-blowing. It really is. So maybe we'll head over to the headquarters. I don't know, it's getting late. Might have to go tomorrow, so it might be another video. But this is ridiculous. So we're going to file our complaint. They're going to investigate themselves and find no wrongdoing. We'll go to headquarters. We'll do what we need to do. The disgust. Can you feel the disgust like I can feel the disgust that lieutenant and these troopers had for me for simply exercising a right that they swore they would uphold? Wow. Listen, hit the like button, share this video anywhere you can on social media so it can be seen by as many people as possible. We can expose these tyrants. That's literally our only recourse for accountability. So it is what it is.
The legal core of this situation is straightforward. The recording occurred in a public or publicly accessible area with no evidence of obstruction, threats, or disorderly conduct. The error lies not with the citizen's presence, but with the assumption that internal policy can override statutory law and the Constitution. The right at risk here extends beyond the First Amendment. It strikes at the foundation of the rule of law itself. An order is only lawful if it has legal grounding. When enforcement is driven by emotion, ego, or inconvenience, the line between public safety and abuse of authority disappears. The lesson for citizens is not confrontation. It is knowing your rights, staying calm, continuing to document, and refusing to voluntarily comply with unlawful commands because the law is already on your side. Ironically, the Constitution doesn't need raised voices to prevail. Abuse of power doesn't collapse through force. It collapses through records, courts, and the very law that was ignored. Focus here isn't the cars. It's how authority is misdefined from the very start. When a citizen stands on public property and photographs what is plainly visible, the legal boundary is clear, but the enforcement response is not. The overreach begins when seeing is treated as entering, when trespass is applied to eyesight itself, and when internal policy is elevated above constitutional law. Orders to stop recording, leave the area, and identify are issued without reasonable suspicion or an articulable crime. Meanwhile, the citizen's conduct remains steady, recording openly, asking questions, and invoking the plain view doctrine, a legal principle law enforcement relies on daily. This isn't a personal dispute. It's a direct collision between constitutional rights and an inflated interpretation of state power. So the question becomes, if simply looking is framed as a violation, where do public rights end? And when officers can't distinguish public from private, what happens next?
Can we help you with?
No.
No?
Your name is Sergeant?
I'm Lieutenant Cook with the South End Police Department.
And your name, Sergeant?
Jeffy.
Thank you.
I just got a call saying you're kind of walking around, like taking photos of people's tags and in their cars and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was
Is there a
doing.
reason for that?
Yeah, I'm a journalist. I was just gathering content for a story. I'm taking pictures of like the different license plates and stuff.
So, taking personal license plates and government tags, or
Well, I don't know what's the difference between personal and government. Some of them say,
government and one doesn't?
well, one of them over here says law enforcement on it, so I don't know. You know what I
Are
mean?
you from Mississippi, or
Oh, I'm not from the area. No,
where are you from?
I don't want to answer that. Don't want to answer that. Yeah,
Who do you work for? We're journalists.
I'm independent, meaning that I work for myself. That's
Do you have
correct.
ID on you?
No, I don't have any ID on me. No,
You don't have any type of form of identification?
No,
anything,
no.
With a picture on it?
no.
Nothing at all?
No.
Do you have an ID out of the state?
What does it matter if I have an ID?
Because it's policy for us when we get out and speak with somebody, we identify who they are, so that way we can add it to our CAD notes, so that way if something happens or if somebody wants to file a complaint or whatever, it makes it easier for our bosses to know who we got and spoke with.
Yeah, Lieutenant, I do have an ID.
Okay.
I don't have it on me, and I don't make it a habit. It's my policy not to identify myself.
Okay. So you're not gonna give your name,
unless
date of birth,
unless I committed a crime, no. Or
Well, it's not
use
necessarily you
special-
committed a crime. Again, it's when we make contact with the public.
Mm-hmm.
We usually, well, I say usually, we always we always get a name, date of birth, some sort of identification for them, whether it be via citation if they've made a traffic stop, or they call us out there, or we get a call from say City Hall.
Yeah.
Says, hey, somebody's walking around out here looking suspicious, taking photos of people's cars, of their license plates, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
No, and I understand your policy completely.
Right. So that
and,
policy is, I'm going to ask you for your identification. So
Yeah.
if
And-
you don't have it on you, I need to get your name, date of birth then.
you know, my policy is I don't identify myself unless you
Then I'm going to ask you
suspected
to
me.
stop recording. I'm going to ask you to leave, and if you refuse to do that, then we'll take it up from the stuff from here. And
Why
then we'll
why would you stop me from recording?
Because there's no need for you to be out here. Then you're on.
So
I
because
understand it's government property.
so you're saying because I won't
I'm asking you to leave. Is what I'm asking you.
because I won't identify myself to you, you're saying that I cannot engage in my constitutionally protected activity. That's what you're saying.
Well, no, I'm asking you to leave. Is what I'm asking you.
But I have every right to be here, no?
Well, I have every right to ask you for your ID, but you won't give me that. So it's tit for tat.
But I have. It's not a tit for tat. That's not very
What was your name?
professional of you.
What was your name?
That's not very professional, sir.
What was your name?
Sir, I told you my policy is I don't.
Okay, what is your name?
Sir, I don't give my ID unless
Have a
you
good day.
suspect me of committing a crime, sir.
All right, you can have a good day. Well, the crime would be I'm asking you for something which is a lawful order, and you're failing to obey that lawful
No, you
order.
need reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime that I'm committing or I'm about to commit in order to
You just
demand.
did by not giving me the information that I asked for.
That's not true.
Okay, I know who he is. He's one of these.
Just because I know the law,
If you could,
you know who I
please
am.
leave. All right.
Well, please
It's one
leave.
thing if you want to look at the cars that are identifiably marked as police department.
So
by
what's
all means,
this Camry over here says law enforcement? Is that
That's actually a personal tag.
so? Why does it say? Why would they do that?
Because they're police.
Preferential
Because the state of
treatment.
Mississippi has law enforcement tags that actually sponsor law enforcement activities, i.e., the benevolence fund. So when a cop gets killed, their family has money that's given to them to help support them because they lost the income for.
I can respect that. Yeah.
That's what that tag's for.
Okay.
The only cars that you're going to be allowed to look at out in this lot are ones that are clearly marked as South Haven Police Department or have a government tag, like on my own marked unit that has a government tag. Outside of that, you cannot take pictures of those cars. You can't take pictures of the inside of those cars because that's private property. And by doing such, you are trespassing into that private property.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, I'm just telling you that's how it's going to work.
You can't trespass the eyes, and at the end of the day, if it's in public, I could see it. If you went up on a traffic stop and you're looking in somebody's, it's the
I'm
plain,
telling you right now,
it's the
if you
plain view
looking-
it's the plain view doctrine, correct?
Plain
if
view.
you could see it, are you
What is
trespassing
your
into?
reasonable suspicion to be out here to look at that car?
Are you when
Tell
you
me
look
what
in
your-
when you're
tell
on a
me what
traffic
your-
stop, Lieutenant? Please, I'll let you talk. Can you let me talk?
I
When
listen.
you're at a traffic stop and you're looking in somebody's car with your flashlight, do you have any reasonable suspicion or anything? No, because it's called the plain view doctrine. Anything you can see from public.
Right.
That's it. And if you see a drugs or a gun or a firearm
What's
from
the
plain
difference between you
view,
and me? What's the difference between you and me?
nothing really.
Is there not? Because I have this on here.
Yeah.
And it's also a
You
safety
have a
hazard
badge.
for me when I'm looking at that car, whether or not somebody's hiding in that back seat with a gun or an RPG or something to do something to me.
Yeah,
You, on the other hand, have openly admitted you are a journalist out
Correct.
there getting B footage for something, but you're also doing that not on government property, not on government vehicles, but on personal vehicles.
But they're in
We
public.
have-
They're in public.
But we have reasonable suspicion.
So you're going to go to
once we
Walmart and do the
stop
same thing? Are you going to Walmart and do the same thing?
Well, Walmart would be private property, so this is public property, sir. That's the difference. This is public property.
Well, I'm asking you not to look.
I
at
understand
my-
what
at
you're.
my
I understand what
officer's
you're asking me, sir.
Because
I
not every
understand.
vehicle out here is for an officer.
I
Some of these
understand
are
that.
public cars of people that are up here that are filing complaints, legit complaints, that have emergencies or talking to us because something happened to them that involves the law enforcement needing to be there. So now you're taking a photo of a car that may belong to somebody that doesn't have anything to do with law enforcement outside of the contact that needs to be made with them.
You guys run plates all day. Anybody who's
And we have
parked
the
in.
legal right to do that.
If I'm in Walmart, giving your example, if I'm in Walmart and I'm going inside of Walmart, I can see the plates from anywhere I can. Sir, I think you're being unreasonable.
I'm not.
You
I'm
are.
being very reasonable. I'm being very reasonable.
What you're trying to do is violate my constitutional rights, and I'm not going to let that happen here today.
There's no violation going here.
Okay,
And
great.
I'd like to know what you got a card so I can see what website you're going to post this to so I can watch it later.
No, you'll find it. I guarantee you. You'll be very much aware of where it's being posted to. Okay.
Okay. All right. Have a good day.
You guys can have a great day now.
Thanks.
Thank you. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution. You should take that seriously. I'm one of those guys. One of those guys who knows the law. Do you see how they try and make it seem? How they try and make it seem that they can demand ID whenever they want. And to somebody who doesn't know their rights, and this is exactly why I make these kinds of videos, for somebody who doesn't know their rights, they would have, honestly, been intimidated by the lieutenant and the sergeant here, and they would have handed over their identification because it's a lawful order. Wrong. It's not a lawful order. Now they're going to go about their day. This is public property. He's not going to stop me from walking around public property and taking pictures of vehicles like they do it all the time. They look inside vehicles. It's called the plain view doctrine. They need to learn the law. They need to uphold the Constitution of the United States. That's what they need to do. Here he comes, making his U-turn over here.
Get out the office right now or I'll call the cops. Get
Excuse
out.
me?
It's a federal building. You cannot record in here. Can you please turn the camera off?
No, ma'am.
I'm the supervisor, so you can stop recording or I can call the cops. Which one do you want?
Your ID though.
You're not going to get my ID.
They do not want to be recorded. If she asks you to leave, then you need to leave.
You guys got to learn the law if you want to uphold it. Come on, man. Over
Still haven't
there.
showed us your credentials.
I don't need to, sir. This is the United States of America. They need to know.
You're gonna have to turn around.
Whoa, I'm not resisting.
Legally, the failure here rests on a core assumption that observing and photographing what is visible in public constitutes entry into private property. There is no intrusion, no obstruction, and no lawful basis to demand identification. The threatened right is the First Amendment, reinforced by the plain view doctrine, a principle officers invoke daily, yet reject when exercised by citizens. When commands are built on policy instead of law, enforcement crosses into abuse. The boundary is clear. Maintaining order does not permit redefining the Constitution based on discomfort or ego. The lesson for citizens is simple. Know your rights, remain calm, keep recording, and do not voluntarily comply with unlawful orders. That composure becomes the record that law ultimately answers to. Ironically, eyes cannot trespass. An unlawful authority doesn't collapse in a parking lot. It collapses in court, under the Constitution it tried to ignore. A man walks into a federal post office and turns on his camera. No threats, no disruption, no interference, just recording. Minutes later, employees demand the camera be turned off, police are called, and the encounter ends in an arrest for trespassing. The real question is not whether the filming made people uncomfortable, but whether recording in a public building is a crime at all. When a constitutionally protected activity collides with subjective discomfort, which one controls? This video isn't about emotions. It's about the legal boundary between individual rights and government authority. and what happens when that boundary is misunderstood by those sworn to enforce.
Let's get into it.
Excuse me,
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
you cannot be recording in here.
I'm sorry?
You cannot be recording in here.
Why?
You can't, it's a federal building, you cannot record in here. And why are you recording our machines and stuff?
I moved up to talk to you.
Let me see. Tell Diana, call downstairs, please. Can you please turn the camera off?
No, ma'am. I'm not going to do that.
Now, it's recorded our registers, and you won't turn this camera off.
Get out the office right now or I'll call the cops. Get
Excuse me?
Get out or we'll call the cops.
Who are you first?
I'm the supervisor, so you can stop recording or I can call the cops. Which one do you want?
Well, I'm not going to stop recording, unfortunately, ma'am. What's your name? Can I get your name? Wow. Everybody seems friendly here. How you doing today?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
You having issues?
I'm not having any issues, no.
No?
Can I get your name?
You call?
I did. This gentleman right here has been recording our window section.
Oh, okay.
lobby.
Yeah.
Ask him to leave, he wouldn't leave.
Okay.
He won't stop recording.
Okay, you gotta leave.
Okay. First, let me.
ID though.
Yeah.
Because I
You're
got
not.
the report.
Yeah. You're not gonna give it. You're not gonna get my ID. Let me get. Can I get your name first? Let's
It'll be on the report.
Let's
okay?
de-escalate. Let's de-escalate, right, fellas? That's what you guys are trained to do. Let's de-escalate. So my name.
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
Hang on a minute. This is a federal building.
I understand that.
Okay. All right. You have private citizens in here.
Okay.
Okay. And they do not want to be recorded.
Okay.
All right. You understand that, correct?
I understand everything you just
That's
said.
number one. Number two, the woman over there is in charge of what goes on in this building. If she asks you to leave, then you need to leave.
Okay.
All right.
So-
Otherwise, that's called trespassing. You understand that?
You can't be trespassed from public unless you trespassing from public.
No.
Sir, can I just get your name before we finish our conversation?
That is not true.
Your badge is 22?
That is not true.
It is true, sir. Sir, can you call a supervisor?
Absolutely.
Can you call a supervisor? Because can I show you one thing over here? Maybe you want to take a look at it? Because I don't think they really know their. These are the rules governing.
I get what you're trying to
No,
do.
but no. Listen, yeah, but
your
okay.
Disturbance here, but
I'm not making a disturbance.
You gotta leave.
Look. These are the rules and regulations governing the postal service.
Federal building.
This is the rules. He doesn't have a mask on.
Okay, he's got his COVID shot. Double
How
vaccinated.
do I know that?
Today's maskless day. Did you know that? If you're double vaccinated, you don't have to wear
Oh,
this mask.
so if I'm vaccinated, I don't have to wear it.
Double vaccinated.
So if I'm double vaccinated,
Double vaccinated.
I don't have to wear a mask then?
Correct. Today's
Okay.
maskless day. Yeah.
So these are the rules and regulations governing the postal property.
Okay.
And right here, photographs for news, advertising, commercial purposes are permitted in the lobbies. I am. And you will see it. I don't need to. This is not Nazi Germany. This is not Nazi Germany, and this is not Venezuela. I don't need to show you my papers.
You're causing annoyance and alarm.
No, I'm not. I'm peacefully filming. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Clues? Clues. Yeah. That's all I'm doing here today. You know what I mean? I'm not here to have any problems. I didn't talk to anybody. It's all on video. I'm sure it's a shame. You think so? Do you think exercising my First Amendment right to film in public is a shame? By filming, you can't turn a constitutionally protected activity into an annoyance. You understand what I'm saying? You took an oath, right? To uphold the Constitution? Come on, man. You got to take your job seriously. You got to really, you took an oath. That's serious. You're a man. You got to take it seriously. All I'm doing is exercising my First Amendment right. That's it. I'm not ignoring anybody. All I'm doing is filming in a public building. That's all I'm doing. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Viewing sensitive information.
I'm not viewing.
Personal sensitive information.
The onus is not on me, sir. The onus.
If you're filming over there, then you might be doing something wrong.
No, the onus is not on me to protect information at the post office. I don't work at the post office.
You have nothing better to do.
To exercise my right? No, I think it's very important. We live in the United States of America, correct? I think it's very important. First it's filming in public, then what's next? You know what I mean? You guys got to do your job. Asking me for ID, I haven't committed a crime. Where's your reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime? Come on, you guys know. All right, maybe you didn't. but your partner did, right? You guys got to learn the law if you want to uphold it. Come on, man. I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything. I'm just trying to be real with you. I'm trying to be. I understand. I'm not saying that you did, and I'm not saying it's against the law if you did. I'm just saying, like, you don't have a right to my ID, so why would I give it to you? They used to ask for ID in Nazi Germany, and look how that turned out. Just peacefully film it. This is a beautiful post office. I'm working on a story. Where I'm from, they don't have post offices this big and beautiful. You guys are very lucky here. Waterbury. I actually would like to speak to the postmaster. Are you the postmaster? Didn't look like it. You guys got body cameras out here in Waterbury? No?
Sir, you've been asked a total of 4 times to leave here.
According to who?
Huh? 4. I got 4. I got 3 times by a
Okay.
clerk and 1 time by a supervisor.
I want to speak to the postmaster.
Okay.
I don't want to speak to a supervisor. I want to speak to the postmaster.
No.
Sir, I'm going to let you know I'm engaging in a First Amendment protected activity.
All right, but
You are
also
not.
trespassing.
No, I am. You cannot trespass in public, sir. I'm engaging in I have business here. I'm working on a story,
You're
sir.
asked to leave by the person in charge here.
Sir,
That's trespassing.
get your supervisor.
Okay.
Get your
That's
supervisor.
trespassing.
Get your supervisor, please.
Do you have? They're on their way.
Thank you. I would love to speak with them because this is a First Amendment protected
First of all,
activity.
Let's do this. Let's do this. You work with me and I'll work with you. We're going to step outside because I don't want to disturb any more of the public here.
Well, I'm not disturbing anybody. You
Yes,
guys,
you are.
by you guys coming here, are disturbing people. Yes, you are. I was peacefully filming. I was peacefully filming.
You cannot just film.
Yes, I can. It's a First Amendment right, sir.
No, it's not.
You don't know the law. You took
it.
it.
There you can. All
You
day.
took.
Out there you can.
Sir, it's right on the board over there. It's right on the board over
You still haven't
there.
showed us your credentials of the news or whoever.
I don't need to, sir. This is the United States of America. This is not.
So how do I know
North
who you are?
Korea.
How do I know who you are?
What do you mean? You don't need to know.
You're going to have to turn around.
Whoa,
You have to put this
okay,
down.
okay,
Put your hand
okay. I'm not gonna resist. I'm not
I know
resisting.
you're not resisting.
I'm not resisting. Here you go. Do what you gotta do. I want to speak to a supervisor.
You're going to be under arrest for trespassing.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay. You guys are making a big mistake here, sir. I was peacefully filming in a public place, exercising a First Amendment right, sir.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all I was
You were
doing.
also asked to leave several times by people that work here, that have charge of this place. You need to review statutes on trespassing.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, sir.
So this doesn't happen in the future.
Okay. I mean, it's never happened before because the police officers know that I can't be trespassed. But, I mean, obviously here in Connecticut, you guys don't abide by the Constitution. So, I mean, it is what it is. This is what you guys like to do. Violate people's First Amendment rights. Can I get that supervisor now?
Yeah, they're done.
Okay.
Recording in a public space does not become illegal simply because someone dislikes it. And being told to leave does not automatically equal trespassing without clear legal authority. What we see here is familiar. Demands for ID without reasonable suspicion. Confusion between internal policy and federal law. And the use of force to end a lawful, constitutionally protected activity. The Constitution does not exist to protect popular behavior. It exists to protect the most inconvenient rights, because that's when government power most needs restraint. When law enforcement is guided by discomfort instead of law, the problem isn't the camera.